Greetings, toy heads, and welcome to another episode of Go Figure with me, your host, Eli Williams. And today we are having a look at something a little bit different, something I got from a pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store, the Fresh Monkey Fiction Operation Monster Force Declan Van Helsing. Had this on pre-order from Big Bad Toy Store. This was, I think this is an exclusive to them. I did have some other stuff. I had the Fresh Monkey Fiction. The only other Fresh Monkey Fiction I've got is the Santa Claus. So this is my second one. I had the Dracula and then, I don't know, one of the other guys on pre-order, and I canceled those because I thought this is really the only one that I wanted. And then they have some other stuff coming out next year that I have on pre-order as well. So let's dive in here. Here in the front we've got, it's a clamshell box. We've got a picture of said figure, Declan Van Helsing. I'm going to constantly try to call him Abraham. Operation Monster Force. We've got the Velcro little inside here where we've got a picture of the comic book Monster Force and Declan Van Helsing there, and there he is in all his glory. On the top of the box, Operation Monster Force, Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, ages 17 plus, warning, choking hazard, don't put toys in your mouth. On the side here, we've got Monster Force #1, Declan Van Helsing, Big Bad Workshop, bigbadtoystore.com, and same on this side. And then we got the Fresh Monkey Fiction logo. On the back here, we've got Operation Monster Force, a little bit of a blurb about Declan Van Helsing. I haven't read it. I'm assuming that he is a descendant of Abraham Van Helsing. That's kind of just makes sense, doesn't it? Collect them all, and there you can see the entire wave. I had the Dracula, and I think, I don't know, one of those guards. I just canceled them. And then on the bottom here, caution warning, ages 0 to 3, you know what that means.
If your child is not born yet, they shouldn't play with these toys.
That's right, you're welcome. And barcode. Let's get him out of the box. Let's get everything onto the pedestal and we'll have a look. And here we have him on the pedestal, and I've got to say there are a lot of accessories with this. First and foremost, let's just get this out of the way. We have a stand that is a gravestone that you can stand upright. It says Operation Monster Force on it there. And then it's a 2-peg stand when you put it down like this. So that's kind of cool. And then it says, oh, and then it's got at the front, Declan Van Helsing. That's really neat. That's a really cool stand. I am going to display him on this stand. With his name. That's cool. That's really cool. We also have 2 weapons. We've got a lot of stuff. We got 2 weapons here. We have an automatic crossbow, compound crossbow, and all done up in paint apps. You've got the bolts in there in the magazine, all done up with silver. This thing has a gunmetal brush on it. We've got, looks like a red light there in the front. Down to the back here, we've got the stock. We've got the expandable stock and more paint apps. This just looks really, really good. It is very hard plastic, though. That it's not a rubbery, soft plastic. So that kind of worries me because that could snap and break. But let's move that aside. And then we have a automatic rifle with a bayonet on the silver spike bayonet on the front. Really neat looking gun. And then also has the magazine. It's got the curved magazine here. You can pop that out. And there is a second magazine. You can even see the bullet in the magazine there, and then you can use that. I'm actually going to use this one. I don't like the curved mags, the curved extended mags, but this one as well has the bullet in it. And all done up. We've got some BDU green on there. We've got a little bit of yellow paint app right above where the magazine goes in. We've got a bump stock at the back. Got a scope right up there at the top, and all of the guns that they come with outside of the compound crossbow has gun effects in it, because he does come with some gun effects. So yeah, really good looking rifle. Then we have a knife, a very, very realistic looking, really realistic looking knife, and it is sharp. That point is sharp. Not gonna lie, that's a sharp knife on that point there, and really well detailed. You've got the shiny silver blade. They even did the edge. And then you've got that silver guard there with a wooden handle, and it even has the steel pommel on the end, noting that that's a full tang knife. So really cool there. Little knife that he comes with, and then he comes with two pistols. One, which is very obviously a Walther PPK 380, and we've got that in like a gunmetal with a brown handle and a couple little gold accents. Looks like it's got a gold trigger and a little gold emblem on the handle, or on the grip. And then we have a semi-automatic pistol, also with a gold trigger. This looks more like a Colt maybe, or a Beretta. And it's got the wood grain handle, grip handle on it as well, also in the black. And then we have four gun effects. We have a smoking gun effect right there that we can put in. So like, say if we wanted to, we just snap that right into there, and then you'd have a smoking on the bigger of the two pistols. And then we have sort of a small, medium, and large. We've got this one, and these are in translucent orange and yellow plastic, and they are hard plastic. Well, I guess it's sort of soft and rubbery. I don't want to force it. And then you have this gun effect, which is sort of like the medium one, getting it in that little hole. Ooh, that one's a really tight fit. Ooh, I don't want to force that. Okay, we have that one. And then finally we have this one, and that's also a tight fit. That's a bigger one, which you obviously be on the rifle. And then we have a series of hands. He comes with two grip hands on him by default, ungloved, and then we have two trigger finger hands with up and down hinges, two trigger finger hands with that BDU green, all in black with BDU green knuckle dusters on them. Gonna move through these as fast as I can. Then we have a set of grip hands in the same glove. Then we have a set of fisted hands in the gloved. I'm saying gloved for a reason. Then we have some splayed out hands in the gloved. Then ungloved, we have the same series. We have fisted hands ungloved. We've got trigger finger hands ungloved. And we've got the splayed out hands ungloved. So there is that. And then the vest system and these two pieces right here, I'll just jump into these. These are this is like your leg straps, and there's this modular system going on with this thing. There are all these pieces and parts, so if we take these and get them up there on his leg, and that's going to be a task because you got to get over that bottom of that. Okay, so we got it. So if we slap this on up here and get that lined up to right about where that should be. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So there is this modular system with all of these little holes on these things, and there's some on the vest apparently too. Just get that slid up there and then in place. Okay, there we go. So you've got holes on this. Well, then if you get into this has a section, like this front section here can be pulled out, and these different things can pop in and out. As you can see there, there's little peg holes. So like on this one, and obviously we're gonna have to use this on here, is the holster for the larger of the two pistols. So that fits onto that. And then over here, because we've got the holster for the pistol, over here we can do something like, here are some grenades. There's a little rack of grenades, and we can put that, we can put that on this leg. Or we've got another, looks like that might be the sheath for the knife, right there. So we've got that one. And then here is a set of binoculars. Or no, not a set of binoculars. No, it looks like more grenades, tear gas grenades, actually. Might be garlic tear gas grenades. Okay, here's one that here's something that looks like that's a little pouch for something. Oh, it's got to be for this. This is the radio. Okay, there's a radio, and there's also a radio mic, and there's like these little things up here. You can pop this out, and I can put a radio mic on there. Or we've got this, which is a whole new bottom for this. This bottom part pops out, and it's a little bit, you got a little bit more pockets. You got shotgun shells, looks like, in there. And then we also have one that is a little thing of bolts, crossbow bolts. And then finally we've got this one. Oh, that's the radio. We already did the radio. So yeah, there's that. There's all that stuff. Kind of crazy. So let's have a look at Mr. Declan Van Helsing. That's got to be the longest accessory thing I've ever done outside of a mezco. So he stands at approximately between 6 1/4 and 6 1/2 inches tall, and really neat face sculpt. Really kind of wild-eyed. You got that scar over the right eye, like this guy's seen some action. Really nice hair sculpt, just a real basic buzz cut. This guy is obviously all business. Very, very nice. We've got this modular battle vest that I'm gonna have to pick apart and get all the right things in the right places that I want on this thing. This is very interesting to have this many options. But we've got this modular battle vest. Oh, there's one in the back there that I didn't even notice. And he does have a hole for a backpack too, which is interesting. So yeah, modular battle vest. It is a separate piece. You could take that off. I don't know unless there is a... Okay, so yeah, you can take that off. There's a peg hole right back here. And then you can slip that vest off of him if you didn't want that on there. But we've got a tight gray shirt underneath him. His arms are well tattooed with what looks like... we got a skull there. And then over here we've got... looks like maybe something tribal, or I can't really tell. But anyway, down to the belt where we've got this utility belt with some shotgun shells on it. Every paint everywhere. Lots of detail. Amazing looking. You got the black and gray camo up here on the vest and that BDU green. The webbed belt with the pouches, the carabiners right here, shotgun shells around there. We've got the modular leg straps, which I've got the holster for the pistol and the holster for the radio on the legs there. And then we've got these brown pants go all the way down to some combat boots. Looks like what he's wearing underneath there, some combat boots. And yeah, looking pretty swift. I'm going to, let's go ahead and pop off the vest. I want to get a really good idea of his articulation. And I can't do that with this big old honking vest on there. Let's see, we can pop his head off. There we go. All right, let's get this off of him right now. Okay. All right. So on articulation, what we've got here is we've got a neck with a ball going into the upper torso and a ball hinge up at the top going into the head. Giving us full rotation on the head and actually really good down and really okay up. Well, yeah, there we go. Really good up. You do have actually a little bit, actually quite a bit of head tilt on that. This is a really good design. With the arms, we've got butterfly joints going back to right about there and then all forward to there. We have full rotation of the arm at the shoulder with a hinge at the shoulder. These joints are super smooth. We have a bicep swivel with a double elbow going right to there and down to the wrist, where we've got a full rotation of the wrist and an in and out. Any of the trigger fingers or grip hands on these are up and down hinged. We have a ball joint mid-torso going from the lower into the upper, giving us a pretty decent ab crunch. It's kind of a little exposed right there. Down to a ball joint at the waist, where we've got some hula hoop action and some waist swivel. Legs out to there. Drop down ball joint. Wow. Drop down ball joint. And the holster's falling out of the thing. Here, let's just take these off. Drop down ball joint. We've got a thigh swivel and a double knee going right back to there, right where that catches if you got the leg strap on, maybe a little farther without. Down to the feet, where we have detents on the feet and a forward rocker. You're not getting much out of the feet with those pants, unfortunately. So that's a thing. Okay, let's get him all geared up and line him up with some other characters and see how he scales up. And here we have him with the Metacom Mafex Return of the Jedi Boba Fett, the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series Imperial Stormtrooper version 2, the Hasbro Marvel Legend Series comic book Cable, and the Aton Collectibles custom Keanu Reeves Constantine. All in all, I think this is a pretty awesome figure. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I really want to give this a 10 out of 10. My biggest complaint is the accessories. There are things that you would like to use. There are things that you don't have to use. Like there's no holster for the little Walther PPK, and that would have been nice to have a little holster on his belt that you could put that in. But, you know, 9 out of 10. It's an awesome action figure. I feel like he needs a hat and a trench coat, though, and I may have to arrange that for him. So I think just an incredible. Fresh Monkey Fiction's really hitting it out of the park. I really like the Santa Claus figure. I like this. I'm looking forward now to getting more of the Monster Force, the other stuff that I've got pre-ordered for next year. So we'll have to wait for that. So that will do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that bell so you can get information on all the good things coming out of my channel. You all have yourselves a great week and a great day. I'll see you next time. And until then, don't forget to get your figure on. Take care.